SCP-1075. Object Class: Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Adjunct Site-13 is to be utilized for direct monitoring of SCP-1075-1. The property containing SCP-1075-1 has been purchased by Southern Crosscut Pines. The property is to be surrounded by fencing to prevent unauthorized entry. Foundation agents located in Adjunct Site-13 are to patrol the fence perimeter regularly for unauthorized individuals. Any unauthorized individuals are to be removed from the property immediately. Under no circumstances are individual trees considered part of SCP-1075-1 by local residents to be damaged by Foundation activities. Mobile Task Force Theta-29 Michael Palins are to be utilized to manipulate public opinion of SCP-1075-1 in the local community. See Document Lambda-4 for more details. Description: SCP-1075 is an anomalous psychological effect which is extant among the permanent residents of Pagosa Springs, Colorado. Those subject to SCP-1075's effect believe a clonal colony of 493 trees belonging to the species Populus tremuloides, which are designated SCP-1075-1, is a human resident of Pagosa Springs, Colorado. SCP-1075-1, referred to by local residents as Vince, does not appear to, itself, be anomalous. SCP-1075-1 was, prior to Foundation intervention, believed by sufferers of SCP-1075 to be a well-respected member of the Pagosa Springs community. It was listed as a member of the Town Council, considered active in local charitable organizations, and a focus of romantic interest for several female and at least one male resident. Due to Foundation efforts outlined in Document Lambda-4, newly formed anomalous memories of SCP-1075-1 appear to be focused on avoidance of the individual. Those suffering from the effects of SCP-1075 are unable to be swayed from belief that SCP-1075-1 is a human individual. The majority of longtime residents are able to recall detailed and intricate memories relating to interactions with SCP-1075-1. Furthermore, the country's registrar's office, along with several other local organizations, have several official documents on file relating to SCP-1075-1. The following is a list of pertinent extant documents. Documents: a birth certificate dated February 10th in the year 201 AD. A driver's license, pictured right. Footnote 1. The printed spelling of Aspenson appears to contain an error. The spelling Aspenson does not match the signed spelling nor the spelling in any other documents. A marriage certificate between Vince Aspenson and an individual known as Elizabeth Aspenson, née Alberetta. Court documents relating to a divorce settlement with Elizabeth Aspenson, née Alberetta. A high school diploma. A bachelor's degree in astronomy. A property deed in Vincent Aspenson's name for the land currently occupied by SCP-1075-1. Several police reports. See Document Lambda-4. Level 2 access required. Granted. Elizabeth Alberetta interview. Elizabeth Alberetta was located shortly after SCP-1075's original containment. Though Ms. Alberetta had no memory of SCP-1075-1, an attempt was made to change her legally registered address to inside Pagosa Springs city limits for the duration of this interview. Despite being conducted outside of SCP-1075's normal area of effect, this was sufficient to effect the temporary restoration of Ms. Alberetta's false memories of SCP-1075-1. This interview was conducted under the guise of a security clearance background check. Elizabeth Alberetta did not attempt to contact SCP-1075-1 following the interview. Date: October 18, 2012. Interviewer: Agent Malcolm. Subject: Elizabeth Alberetta. Location: Elizabeth Alberetta's domicile. What was Mr. Aspenson doing at Greendale before you met? At first he couldn't even talk to me. He was supposed to be there for transfer credits, but he told me he didn't learn anything from Greendale except how to talk to girls. How did you meet him? Back in 1998, we were both speaking Spanish. It was an easy credit for me since my grandmother was from Mexico. Vincent was in way over his head though. I was tutoring him, and one thing led to another, and Why did you decide to get married? That was all him. We were young and stupid. We made a lot of mistakes. What do you mean? We were only dating for a couple of months when I got pregnant. He told me he loved me, and I think he was just trying to do the right thing. What happened? He had me meet his parents, and we got married that weekend. It was fast, but Pagosa Spring is beautiful in spring. We don't have any records of a child. He was born at Denver at UC Hospital. They should have his records there. What was his name? Joshua. Vincent picked it out. Said it was 'cause it was Vincent's salvation. At this point, Miss Alberetta begins to have an emotional episode. It takes several minutes for her to recover enough to continue. I'm sorry, I thought I had put it all behind me. It's fine, Miss Alberetta. But what happened? Well, Joshua was born with neuroblastoma. I didn't know a baby could be born with cancer. Did he survive? At this point, Miss Alberetta lost her composure again. Per standard protocol, Agent Malcolm changed the topic of conversation in order to maximize the information gathered from the interview. So, what happened after that? I didn't think I could get over it, but eventually I guess I did. I think Vincent actually loved me. He was broken after that and I couldn't help him. So you got a divorce? I felt horrible. He retreated into himself. He almost quit school, but I told him the same thing he told me when I got pregnant. It's our future as much as the kids. If you love him, you'll keep trying to better yourself. And then? I guess he replaced me with schoolwork. He didn't even show up for the hearing. I had to courier him the papers to sign. He lost a son, but I lost 2 people I cared about that day. When was the last time you talked to him? It was a couple of years after that. I called him about his parents. The funeral was spring. Why didn't you try to talk to him after that? Honestly, I don't know. I feel like I think I reminded him too much of the past. I didn't want to hurt him anymore. Well, thank you for your time, Miss Alberetta. I appreciate your candor. How is he doing anyway? He's actually getting married again. Oh, okay. That's great. Footnote 2. While this is untrue, it was deemed the best response to eliminate the possibility of Miss Alberetta contacting SCP-1075-1 if the anomalous memories could not be eliminated. Following this interview, Miss Alberetta's legal residence was switched back to her previous address, resulting in the elimination of all memories relating to SCP-1075-1. No records relating to Joshua Alberetta exist in the University of Colorado Medical Archives. While Greendale City College has extensive records relating to Miss Alberetta, no records of SCP-1075-1 exist. Level 3 access required. Granted. Lambda 4 documents. Due to SCP-1075-1's popularity among SCP-1075 sufferers, early Foundation containment efforts were focused on the reversal of this public opinion to limit spread of public knowledge of SCP-1075-1. Due to Pagosa Springs' regular tourism, several Foundation assets posing as tourists filed assault claims against the SCP-1075-1. Though the first few accusations were improperly addressed, local law enforcement began to take the issue more seriously as accusations mounted. On March 8, 2013, law enforcement officers traveled to SCP-1075-1's listed address and remained inside their car for 24 minutes. Following this, the officers reported that SCP-1075-1 was in custody and traveled to the local police station. Though this event appeared to be peaceful, charges of resisting arrest were included in the original indictment. The case began to move through the local criminal justice system without any observable events. The eventual plea bargain agreement reduced all charges to aggravated assault. SCP-1075-1 received a 6-month suspended sentence, along with 6 months and 1 day of house arrest. The current local opinion of SCP-1075-1 is to be monitored. If any return to previous popularity appears in newly formed memories of SCP-1075-1, more drastic measures are authorized. Following the success of Operation Lambda 4, several follow-up interviews were conducted with local residents. All but one individual appeared to have their opinion significantly altered by Operation Lambda 4. The following interview with that individual is included for reference. Date: April 25, 2013. Interviewer: Agent Stevens. Subject: Jennifer Small. Location: The Great Cheese Diner in Pagosa Spring. Thank you for sitting down with me. No problem. My dad used to get the Sun when I was a kid. I'll be so happy to see my name in it. Footnote 3. For these interviews, Agent Stevens posed as a reporter for the Pagosa Spring Sun. Well, I'm actually doing a story on Aspenson. Oh. There is a pause of several seconds. I don't think I want to talk about that. Why? What's wrong? It's just, I've known Vince since high school. He was a straight A student, and even though he got an astronomy degree, he was slumming it teaching in high school physics. He said he wanted to give back to the community. So the accusations hit you pretty hard. I mean, I feel like I know him, like, really know him, you know? He's such a gentle soul. I just can't believe he would hurt those people. There were 12 different incidents. They can't be all lying. Maybe they are? Vincent would never do the things they said he did. What about the guy from Boulder? He was stuck in the hospital for a week. You're right. I know you're right, but he says he didn't do it. What does he say happened? Can this not go in the paper? Sure, we'll talk off the record. He says he's being framed. He says there's these guys up near his house and they're trying to make him look like a monster. It doesn't sound like he's doing all right. He's not. He's falling apart. He thinks these people are out to get him around every corner. And what do you think? I think maybe he's not well. I think he needs help and he's not going to get it if they're treating him like a criminal. I can put that in the article if you want. No, I don't think I want to add anything to the article. I'm sorry. That's quite alright. I'm sorry to bother you. No, it's... You're not bothering me, but he said some stuff that makes me wonder. Can you possibly look into something for me? See if what he's saying holds any water? I can try. He says he's been inside a building that people trying to frame him have put up on his property. He says there's proof there that he's telling the truth. Huh. I can look into that, yeah. Did he say where it was? Just that it was on his property. Go talk to him and he can take you right to it. I will. I'll do that then. Thank you so much. I care about him a lot. We never quite clicked, but I miss the old him. I'll see what I can do to help. Thanks for sitting down with me. Thank you so much. Following this interview, Foundation agents willed a property to Jennifer Small in Maine through a distant relative. Due to the size of the inheritance, Small moved away from Pagosa Springs. Further interviews indicate she is now free of the effects of SCP-1075. It is believed that there are no longer any SCP-1075 sufferers currently sympathetic to SCP-1075-1.